Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name's John and this is the unboxing of the WL Toys 144301. Received this morning from Banggood. I will show you how much I paid. It was supposed to be on for €80.90, but I got a coupon that took the sort of the shipping and delivery costs and everything, and it cost just €68.20, which is pretty good. I will zoom in so that you can see that code. Maybe it's still valid if you wanted to order one. So here we are. The reason why my son and myself wanted to take a look at this one was due to the speed, 60 kilometers an hour apparently. Whether that's the case or not, I do not know. Let's take a look. And we have instructions. That is probably the charger. There you go. That was handy. Now the videos that we've seen online for this have been really impressive. It's been quite durable, quite a fast little one actually. Nothing else in there. Controller looks like nothing special. In fact, it feels a little bit cheap. Cheaper than the sort of usual ones, but there again we are talking about €68 here. And here we have a car. Nothing else in the box, so we can get rid of that. So, what do we think? Well, first impressions, actually quite impressed. Oh man, they're irritating. I mean, there's not really a lot to be said. Small battery pack, receiver, speed controller, receiver, yes, I believe, yeah. And we have the motor. It is four-wheel drive, which is pretty cool for the price point, I have to say. And wow, I did not know it had the metal chassis. That's actually pretty good. Let's have a quick look at the suspension here. I mean, I'll turn it slowly so you guys can see, but all in all, it looks pretty impressive. Look at that, metal cross member there. I'll take some close-up photos so that if there's any details that you wanted to see. Obviously the next part of the video will be driving it. It looked like it was about to rain, but now the sun's come out, so we will get it up on the roof and give it a quick spin. Can't go too far in these quarantine times. Well, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab some batteries and then we'll see if it's got any juice in it. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, I just picked up some AA batteries and then wondered if they in fact take AA batteries. Yes, it does. 4 of them. During these troubling times, I hope you're all staying safe. This is primarily ordered so that my son can drive up on the roof during this hard time, so came quite quickly. Right. There we go. Is there an on-off button on this? Does not look like it. Or is it that one? There we go. Small button there to turn it on. That was to be expected, wasn't it? I think I am going to tighten up the wheels a little bit, and then we'll get it up on the roof. Hello again. There's been a change of plans because our roof has quite a slippery surface on it, and the car is just too fast. It accelerates so fast that it just ends up spinning, and even if we could get it up to full speed, we've got the problem where if it hits one of the walls, and the whole roof is surrounded by walls, it's going to smash it. So we've come to the road just down from us. We have the 144001 or whatever it's called, and we have my son's FTX Vantage, and you see the difference. This is 1/14th, this is 1/10th. You see the difference in them both. So it's going to be quite interesting how it handles. Let's see, shall we? Okay, acceleration test. 3, 2, 1, go.
So hard to control.
This is a quick speed test between both of the cars. 3, 2, 1, go. Try that again. Speed test. 3, 2, 1, go. Third attempt at a speed test. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yours one.
We've seen what it handles like on tarmac. We wanted to see what it handles like on dirt. Quite good, actually. I'm assuming it went out of radio range, because my son just ran off like a bat out of hell. Let's go up and see. So what happened, Colin?
It went out of range.
So you let go of the accelerator and it kept on going?
Yeah.
That wasn't too far away either, was it?
No.
We'll have to try that one again, methinks. Had our first failure, which funnily enough is what I saw on another YouTube video before I purchased this, and in fact it's exactly the same thing that came off. It's not snapped, it just popped off. So drive shaft in, get in, and there we go, repaired. I'm thinking that the problem with it going out of range is because it just doesn't have an aerial. I assume that maybe there's an aerial in here, but I'll have a look at that later. Okay, conclusion time. I have to say I am incredibly impressed with this, considering the price point. Even if you were to purchase it at full price, being €90, it took a beating yesterday, including what was not in the video, my son going straight into a curb at full speed, pow, and there's not even a scratch at all. The amount of times that we rolled, I mean, I lost count. It does like to be in the air, it does like to flip over, but every time it flipped over, it always landed back on his feet. I think once, maybe twice, I had to actually go over and put it back on its wheels, which is unbelievable. The little fiddly clips here I've changed for the bigger ones, because the little fiddly ones I could not do on location. This thing, I should have stuck it down a little bit better, because when we were on the gravel, all the dirt has gone there, so I'm going to have to replace that pad. The battery was charged up twice yesterday. One was for the tarmac, and it still had power when we got back, and the second was for the gravel. That one we run down to it not moving anymore. As you saw on the video, this little steering link popped out. No, it's not steering, I apologise. Suspension link popped out. As far as damage is concerned, now, I have had a good look over this, and I cannot see any damage. Dirt, yes, well, it's very fine sand here. There's scratches, obviously. You've seen the punishment that we put it through. The amount of times that it flipped over, yes, you can imagine. There should be scratches. But, I mean, how have they done it? How have they got all of this for €90? I do not know. I do not know. The controller is my only issue. We had no other problems with the car going out of range. Not one. After that initial one. The only thing that I can assume is when my son drives with the controller, he does it like that so that he's got left and right. And maybe, obviously, if the aerial is in here, I still haven't taken it apart to check, but if it is, that would have been down lower. I drove it after that, and I went further than what he did with the controller upright, and I had no more connection issues, which is very good. The controller itself does feel like the weak point here. It is so... I mean, they're all plastic, but you know when you get that type of just so cheap plastic, you think it's going to crack if you just put a little bit too much pressure on it. To put it into perspective, I've got the weighing scales out. See that? Right, anyway. 184 grams. That is with the batteries out. Now my son's one, his car wasn't exactly expensive, the FTX Vantage. Batteries out. His comes in at 352 grams. So that's quite a lot difference in weight. And then you have to sort of say quality, because we all know the heavier things are in theory, the better quality they are. But I will keep you informed. If it does break, I'll write it in the description of the video. Maybe there's an issue with the charger. No problems getting it in. However, trying to get this little connector out again, I can't help but feel that this is at some point going to pull one of the wires out, because there's not enough there to grip to get it out. Now, other than that, my God. I mean, like, my God, what an amazing bargain. I am very glad that I ordered two. The other one hasn't arrived yet, but I ordered the green version as well, and I got both of them for the €68. Would I recommend this? Wholeheartedly, yes. You can, if anything breaks on it, you can get the replacement parts. I can't imagine these metal mounts ever breaking, bending maybe, but not breaking. The plastic parts you can get very cheaply on both eBay and Banggood. And I would recommend it for anyone. I mean, you've seen the speed of it. The only thing, on tarmac, these tyres are not really the best. They're maybe a little bit too hard, but on gravel it was a lot of fun. I'm going to have to get a couple more batteries because, you know, when the power went out, I was upset. I wanted to have a much longer go of the car. I will put a link in the description, and I will see if I can find a money off code, see if it's still valid for you guys. I suggest you buy one, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's it. So please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like the video, obviously. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.